You know, it really is a good idea to start from the beginning. I say that a lot, but it is what it is. And, well, it's not that I was pleased with Archer's words, but we turned around and decided to defiantly walk around the town. We round the main points, dragging our tail around, have dinner along the way, and move on to our final destination. We've walked all over the town, and it's now after 7. At this time of night, the place we're heading to now will give us the best view. The roar of the wind. The tallest building in Shinto. Looking down on the town from this roof is a fitting end to our day.
どう？ここなら見通しがいいでしょ、あーちゃん。
So, the view is pretty good from up here, right, Archer?
将来君と付き合う男に同情するな。よくもまあ、ここまで好き勝手連れ回してくれたものだ。
I sympathize with the man you end up dating, dragging me around as you please like this.
何か言った？あーちゃん。
Oh? Did you say something, Archer?
素直な感想を少し。と、確かにいい場所だ。初めからここに来れば歩き回る必要もなかったのだが。
Just my honest opinion. Or impression. Well, this certainly is a good place. Though if you'd brought us here in the first place, there would have been no need for all that walking around.
何言ってるのよ。確かに見晴らしはいいけど、ここからわかるのは街の前景だけじゃない。実際にその場に行かないと街の作りはわからないわ。
What are you saying? Certainly it's impressive, but you can only get a bird's eye view from up here, right? You can't understand what the town is like unless you actually go there.
そうでもないが、アーチャーのクラスは伊達ではないぞ。旧兵は目が良くなければ務まらん。
That's not really true. The archer class isn't just for show. One can't be an archer without good eyesight.
そうなの？それじゃあここから家が見える？あーちゃん。
Really? So you can see the house from up here then, Archer?
いや、さすがに隣町までは見えない。せいぜい橋あたりまでだな。そこまでならタイルの数ぐらいは見て取れる。
No, all the same, I can't see as far as the neighboring town. At most, just as far as the bridge, but there I can see well enough to count the flagstones.
嘘。タイルって橋のタイル？
No way, when you say flagstones, you mean on the bridge? That's on an entirely different level from just having good eyesight, I'd say. That's the same sort of vision as you'd get from one of the telescopes on the roof here.
びっくり。アーチャーって本当にアーチャーなんだ。
I'm surprised. You really are an archer, huh?
リン、まさかとは思うが、君、私をバカにしているんじゃないだろうな。
Rin, I know this is ridiculous, but you're not making fun of me, are you?
そんなわけないでしょ。たださ、あなたってアーチャーって言われには弓使いっぽくないから、つい勘違いしてただけ。
Of course not. Just for somebody called Archer, you don't really seem like you use a bow, so I just misunderstood.
それは問題発言だ。帰ってから追求しよう。
That's a problematic statement. Let's talk more about that when we get home. I'm not sure if it's because he likes the view from up here, but with that he falls silent. He's probably grasping the layout of the town. I can't afford to get in the way of his surveying the battlefield. I leave Archer's side and move to the edge of the building. With my eyes, all I can see are the lights at the bottom of the building. The flow of headlights passing each other in the main street, and the shapes of the people walking home from work are all I can see. What sort of cars or what kind of people they are, I can't tell. I can see them, but at the same time I can't see them. It's like before, when I noticed that I was being watched, but couldn't see who was watching me.
少なくとも神道を根城にしている奴が一人いる。
Well, at least one of them has their base in Shinto. I strain my eyes and stare down at the ground. In total, there are 7 masters. Who they are and which servant they bring with them is still unknown. Right now, all the masters are probably roaming the town seeking information about the others. Suddenly, I feel a gaze. No reaction from the command spell. Just purely I feel a pair of eyes aimed at me.
下
Down below? I fix my gaze at the ground. On the street, there are people walking back and forth. In the middle of them is a single person, looking up at me just as though they were gazing up at the moon. Not sure who it is. I'm not sure, but I saw who it was. Give me a break. What's he doing here at this time of night?
リン、敵を見つけたのか?
Reen, have you found an enemy? I don't know if Archer noticed me seething, but he calls out to me.
別にただの知り合い。私たちには関係のない一般人よ。
No, just someone I know. Just a normal person with nothing to do with us. I answer him, not even trying to hide my annoyance, and leave the roof. There's no way that he could see me from the ground. It was probably just a coincidence that he was looking up at the building. So it's not as though I wasn't seen. It's not as though I was seen. And yet, I can't help but be annoyed that he saw the mage Tosaka Rin. The clock has turned to 9 by the time we return to Miyama. Unlike Shinto, Miyama is a neighborhood that hasn't changed since long ago. After 9 o'clock, there's no longer anyone to be seen out walking, and the town returns to a midnight-esque silence.
こんなところね。街の作りは大体わかった？
That's pretty much it. Do you understand the layout of the town now?
ああ、町のことならわかる。あとはおいおい掴んでいくさ。
Yes, I understand the town. The rest I can grasp a little at a time.
なら今日はここまでね。私もまだ本調子じゃないし、家に戻って休みましょう。
In that case, let's leave off here for today. I'm still not in my best shape, so let's go back to the house and rest. We head up the gentle slope of the hill, and there's the silhouette of someone walking ahead of us.
あれ、さくら？
Huh? Sakura? Nuts. It'd be awkward to see her right now.
リン、何を隠れている?
Rin, why are we hiding?
黙ってて。あそこにいるの知り合いなのよ。今日は学校休んだし、あんまり顔を合わせたくないの。
Be quiet. Yeah, I know the person up ahead. I skipped school today, so I don't really want to see her if I don't have to. I say as I watch the shape of the person ahead. On the road? The first year I'm acquainted with. And a foreigner I don't know. The two of them are talking about something. No, it seems he's talking to Sakura, but she doesn't want to.
リン、知り合いとは外国人の方か？
Rin, is the one you know the foreigner?
いいえ、知らない。この辺りは洋館が多いから、どっかよそから遊びに来てるんじゃない？
No, I don't know him. There are lots of Western-style houses around here. Maybe he's visiting one of them. I say, and then curse myself for being soft where that girl is involved.
あ、じゃあ、あいつ人間？
Archer, that guy, is he human?
さあ、実体はあるから人間なのだろう。少なくともサーバントではない。
Who knows? He has a physical body, so he's probably human. At least, he's not a servant.
そうよね。マスターでもないし、ただの血は喧嘩か。
Yeah, he's not a master either, so it's probably just a lover's quarrel. Although, even I know that she's not the kind of girl to get into trouble with a guy.
二人とも言ったな。女は坂を登っていく。
They're both leaving. The girl is going up the hill.
男は
And the man? The blonde man is descending the road we just came up.
それじゃああなたはここを使って。私はもう眠るけど、何か質問はある？
Alright, you can use this room here. I'm gonna go and sleep, but do you have any questions?
とりわけ重要な疑問はない。すぐに戦闘を仕掛けない君の判断は正しいよ。今夜は魔力の回復を行うべきだろう。
None of any particular importance. Your decision not to seek battle immediately was the right one. Tonight you should recover your magical energy.
それじゃあ明日、今朝の紅茶をよろしくね。
Yeah, well then, I'll trust you to prepare my tea tomorrow morning. When I return to my room, fatigue rushes in on me like a flood.
そうだ。眠る前にきれいに連絡しないと。
That's right, before I sleep I need to contact Kirei. That's that annoying priest. He's probably busy preparing a spare mage right now. That doesn't have anything to do with me, but he is my guardian. I should at least go through the proper motions.
電話と。
Phone, where's the phone? I dial the headset. It only takes a moment for the alleged priest to pick up.
きれい？私だけど、昨日サーバントと契約したから、正式にマスター登録お願い。
Kirei, it's me. I contracted with a servant yesterday, so if you could officially put me on the record, please. A brief silence. Kirei's silence has enough pressure to depress me even through the phone.
いいだろう。ではどうする？一度こちらに顔を出さないか。君のご両親から預かっているものもある。君がマスターになった場合にのみ、成人前に伝えてほしいと頼まれているのだが。
Very well. Well, what will you do? Will you not show your face here at least once? I'm keeping something I was entrusted with by your parents, to be given to you before you came of age only in the event that you became a master.
ああ、それって父さんの遺言のこと？それならもう解読して手に入れたからいいわ。それじゃ気が向いたらお邪魔するからよろしく。
Oh, Dad's will? In that case, I've already got it and deciphered it, so don't worry about it. Anyway, if I feel like it, I'll come by. Thanks.
待てリン。マスターになったのなら。
Wait, Rin, if you've become a master... Without waiting for him to finish, I hang up. If I listen to one of Kirei's lectures while I'm tired, I'm not gonna do any recovering.
さて、これで準備は終わりっと。
Well then, with that, the preparations are done. All that's left is to sleep. When I open my eyes, the morning will be different from the ones that came before it. 10 years ago. The Holy Grail War that my father fought in as a mage and was defeated in. Now I'm throwing myself into that same battle. February 2nd. So, after breakfast, I clearly explained my plans for the time being.
何？学校に行くだと？
What? You're going to school?
ええ、何か問題あるかしら、あっちゃ。
Yeah, is there some sort of a problem with that, Archer?
問題はないが、しかし、それは。
There's no problem, but that is... Archer hesitates, but he doesn't object. It's probably because he came to understand yesterday that Tosaka Rin isn't the sort of person who takes things back when she's made a decision. He understands without my having to say it. Or maybe it's that in spite of his cynicism, he has an oddly meek side, but it seems that he doesn't complain about things that he's already accepted. Yeah, in short, he has an awkward kind of loyalty. That's the conclusion I've reached after observing Archer for a day, though really it's more like an intuition.
リム、マスターになったからには常に敵マスターを警戒しなくてはならない。学校という場は不意の襲撃に備えにくい場所だろう。
Rin, since you've become a master, you need to always be cautious of enemy masters. At the school, it will likely be difficult to be prepared against surprise attacks.
そんなことはないけどね。いいあっちゃ。私はマスターになったからって今までの生活を変える気はないわ。それにマスター同士の戦いは人目を避けるものでしょ。それなら人目につく学校にいれば不意打ちされることはまずないと思うけど。
I don't think that's the case, actually. Look, Archer, I don't intend to change how I've lived my life up to now just because I became a master. What's more, a battle between masters is something you hide from other people, right? In that case, I don't think I'm going to get jumped in a school full of people in the first place.
そうか。リンがそう決めたのなら、私は従うだけだ。
I see. If that's what you've decided, Rin, then I have nothing to do but obey.
だが、霊体化して君の護衛をするぐらいはいいのだろうな。まさか、学校に行っている間はここに残れ、などとは言うまい。
However, I assume you have no objection to my watching over you in spirit form? Of course, you wouldn't tell me to do something like stay here while you're at school, I'm sure.
当たり前じゃない。学校に限らず、外に出るときはそばにいてもらうからね。マスターを守るのもサーバントの役割なんだから。頼りにしてるわ。
Of course not. Not just school, I expect you to be with me every time I go outside. A servant's role is to protect their master, so I'm counting on you, okay?
それを聞いて安心した。信頼に応えるのは騎士の務め。せいぜい期待に沿うとしよう。
I'm relieved to hear that. Answering trust is the duty of a knight. I'll try to live up to those expectations as much as I can.
だがリン、もしもの話だが、その安全な場所に敵がいたとしたらどうする？
However, Rin, supposing there is an enemy at the school, what will you do?
何？学校にマスターがいるかもしれないってかて？
This is assuming hypothetically that there's a master at the school?
そうだ。確かに学び屋には生徒と教師以外は入りにくいが、すでに内部の者がマスターだとしたら厄介ではないのか。
That's right. Certainly it would be difficult for someone who isn't a student or a teacher to enter the school building. However, if someone already part of the school became a master, that would be problematic, no?
それはないんじゃないかな。この町には魔術師の家系は遠坂とあと一つしかないの。そのあと一つっていう家系は落ちぶれてるし、マスターにもなってないし。
I don't think that will be a problem. The only mage families in this town are the Tosaka and one other, and that other has already fallen low and won't produce any masters.
マスターになっていないとどうしてわかる？
How can you know that they won't produce any masters?
あのね、うち以外に魔術師の家系がいるんなら、真っ先に確かめるのは当然でしょ？
Hey, if there's another family of mages other than us, it's natural to check them out before anything else, right?
そいつマスターにはなってなかったし、あっちの家系の後継者にはマスターになるだけの魔力がないから無視して構わないわ。
He's not a master, and the heir of that house doesn't have enough magical energy to become one either, so we can just ignore them.
そうか。つまり凛の通う学校にはもう一人魔術師がいるのだな。だがマスターになれるほどの魔力を持ち合わせていないと。
I see. In other words, there's another mage at your school then. However, you're saying that they don't have the magical energy necessary to become a master?
そういうこと。だから他のマスターは外からやってくる連中が大半のはず。そんな連中が学校にまでやってくることはないでしょう。
That's right. So the better part of the other masters should be coming from outside. But I doubt that those guys will go as far as entering the school.
まあ今の段階ではな。
Well, at this stage at least.
だがリン、何事にも例外は存在する。もし学校に君が知らない魔術師がいたとしたらどうする？
But Rin, there are exceptions to everything. If there were a mage at your school that you didn't know about, what would you do?
だからいないってば。魔術師っていうのは他の同業に敏感なの。1年も同じ学校にいたらね、どんなに隠してても魔術師の存在は感じ取れる。
I'm saying there's no such person. Mages are sensitive to other mages. If they went to the same school as me for a whole year, I'd be able to sense them no matter how much they tried to hide.
断言するけど、うちの学校に魔術師は2人しかいないわ。そのうちの1人が私で、もう1人はマスターになるだけの力がない魔術師見習いなの。
I'll say this clearly. There are only 2 mages at my school. One of them is me, and the other one is an apprentice mage who doesn't have the power to be a master.
わかった？アーチャーの用心はただの杞憂よ。そんなこと絶対にありえないんだから。
Do you understand? You're worrying about nothing, Archer. What you're imagining is totally impossible.
だからもしもの話だ。物事には常に裏目が存在する。
That's why I'm merely supposing. There's always an unexpected side to anything.
本来ありえざることが起こるのもまた運命だ。
Something occurring that's normally impossible is still fate.
もしそういった事態になった場合、私に八つ当たりをするのだけは思いとどまってほしいと言っているのだ。
I'm only saying that if such a case does come up, I'd appreciate if you'd refrain from venting to me about it. Archer smiles dryly. Just that attitude makes me want to vent, but if I stand here and fight him on every little thing, I'll be late for school.
そんなことあるわけないじゃない。もしもの話っていうのは起きないからもしもの話なのよ。 もしそんなことになったら、その時は私の見通しが甘かったってだけなんだから。
There's no way something like that could happen. Hypotheticals are hypothetical because they won't happen. If something like that did happen, all it means is that my foresight was no good.
よし、確かに聞いたぞ。それでは行こうか、リン。
Alright, I'll remember that. Well then, shall we go, Rin?
君の学び屋まで30分。そろそろ出なければ間に合わない時間帯だ。
Your school is 30 minutes away. If we don't leave soon, we won't make it in time.
驚いた。もしもの話って本当にあるのね。
I'm shocked. Hypotheticals really do happen, huh?
ああ、私も驚いている。いや、何事もケチをつけておくものだな。思わぬところで役に立った。
Yeah, I'm surprised too. Seems you really should quibble over everything. It comes in handy in ways you don't expect. We banter like that as we pass through the main gate. All around us there are students heading for their classrooms, and it's just before the time for homeroom to start. In the middle of that human wave scrambling towards the school stand Archer and I.
空気がよどんでるどころの話じゃない。これ、もう結界が張られてない。
This is more than just stale air. You're sure the boundary field isn't already up?
完全にではないが、すでに準備は始まっているようだな。
Not completely, but it seems the preparations have already begun.
ここまで派手にやっているということは、よほどの大物か。
It takes a real big shot to do something this showy.
とんでもない素人ね。異常を感じさせる結界なんて三流だもの。やるんなら仕掛ける時まで隠し通しておくのが一流よ。
Or an unbelievable amateur. A boundary field that makes you sense that something's wrong is third-rate at best. If you're gonna do it, then keeping it hidden until you activate it is first-rate work.
で、君はどちらだと思う、リン。
And? Which do you think it is, Rin?
さあ、一流だろうが三流だろうが知ったことじゃないわ。
Who cares? Doesn't matter to me if he's first-rate or third-rate.
私のテリトリーでこんなゲスなもの仕掛けたやつなんて問答無用でぶっ倒すだけよ。
Whoever set up this garbage is in my territory. I'll just smash them without hesitation. I snort and cut across the schoolyard. As a mage, I have no intention of sugarcoating it. I won't be satisfied until I've given just desserts to whoever set up this boundary field. At the end of second period, as I'm heading back from the music room, I see a first year walking down the hallway on unsteady feet. I guess she's carrying some kind of class material, and it looks like she's having a hard time.
手伝うわ、さくら。
I'll help, Sakura. Eh?
遠坂先輩。
Tosaka senpai?
何、プリント？世界史って言ったらうちの担任じゃない。クズキのやつ、女生徒に使いをさせるなんて何考えてんだか。ほら、半分貸して。
What, printouts? World history. Hey, that's my homeroom teacher. What's that Kuzuki thinking, having a girl run errands like this? Here, give me half of them.
はい、ありがとうございます、先輩。
Yes. Thank you very much, senpai.
いいっていいって。それじゃあこれ、さくらのクラスまで？
It's fine, it's fine. So we're taking these to your class, Sakura? So, we're taking these to your class, Sakura?
クズキ先生のところです。誤字があったから回収するって言ってました。
No, to Kuzuki-sensei. There's a typo, so he's recalling them, he said.
6。クズキは融通きかないからね。一つ誤字があったぐらいで試験を中止させるやつだった。
I see. Yeah, Kuzuki is totally inflexible. He's the kind of guy who would stop an exam just because there was a single typo on it.
試験って学校の試験をですか？
When you say exam, you mean a school exam?
そう。あれは去年の中間試験だったかな。みんながガーッとマークシートを塗りつぶしてる時にやってきてね。誤字があるので正しい問題ではなかった。よって試験は中止。後日改めて行うってあの調子で淡々と言ったのよ。私たちも驚いたけど先生方も驚いてね。今でもあれは語り草よ。
Yeah, I think it was during the midterms last year. He came in as everyone was furiously filling in their mark sheets saying something like, one of the questions is incorrect due to the typo, the examination is suspended and will be held again tomorrow, totally matter-of-factly. The other teachers were the other teachers were just as surprised about it as we were. Even today people are still talking about it.
なんかくずき先生らしいですね。それ先生、ものを教える立場に間違いは許されないって人ですから。
That does sound like Kuzuki-sensei. He's the sort of person who believes mistakes are unforgivable in someone who's teaching something after all.
くずきのは度が過ぎてるけどね。さくらもそのうち思い知るわよ。くずきの堅物ぶりったら岩か山かって感じなんだから。
Kuzuki takes it a little too far, though. You'll find out soon enough, Sakura, whether Kuzuki's stiffness is more like a boulder or a mountain.
東坂先輩、くずき先生のことが好きなんですね。先輩がそんな風に言うなんて珍しいです。
Tosaka senpai, you like Kuzuki sensei, don't you? It's rare to hear you talk about someone like that.
そう？まあ確かにくずきはもうちょっと柔軟性があればなって思うけど。
Is it? Well, certainly I think it would be nice if he were just a little bit more flexible. I do think that, but I also wonder if that teacher isn't fine just the way he is. In our school, there are teachers that students can be completely friendly with, and other teachers that they should be absolutely afraid of. That balance is superb, so I think Kuzuki-sensei provides good discipline. He's the stick of the carrot and stick.
まあ2年になればもっとくずきと顔を合わせるようになるわ。あいつは倫理も受け持ってるし。
Well, when you get to second year, you'll see more of Kuzuki. He's in charge of ethics he's in charge of ethics as well.
そんなことよりさくら、ちょっと聞きたいことがあるんだけど、いい？
Oh, more importantly, Sakura, can I ask you something?
何ですか、先輩？
Huh? What is it, senpai?
昨日の話なんだけど、さくら、見かけない外国人と話してなかった？
It's about yesterday, but Sakura, were you talking with a weird foreigner?
見てたんですか、先輩？
You saw senpai?
たまたま。それであれ何だったの？知り合い？
By chance. So what was that? Do you know him?
いいえ、それがそのよくわからない人だったんです。あの人、道に迷ってたみたいでした。いろいろ聞いてくるんだけど、何を言ってるのか聞き取れなくて、その。
No, I don't. That is, I didn't really understand him. He seemed to be lost. He seemed to be lost. He asked me a bunch of things, but I couldn't follow what he was saying. And then you ran away.
そっか。ごめんなさい。少しだけ気になったから。
I see. I'm sorry, I was just curious.
いえ、構いません。ここまででいいです先輩。あとは届けるだけですから。
No, I don't mind. Oh, just this far is fine, Senpai. I just have to deliver them from here.
そう？それじゃあまたね。
I see. Well, see you later then. I returned the sheaf of printouts to Sakura. Then as I'm getting ready to go back to my own classroom, I stop for a moment.
さくら、最近はどう？
Sakura, how are things lately?
はい、大丈夫。元気です、私。
Yes, they're fine. I'm fine.
そう。シンジがまた何かやったら言いなさい。あいつはどってものを知らないから。黙っていると悪化する一方よ。
I see. Well, let me know if Shinji does anything again. That guy doesn't know the meaning of restraint. If you don't say anything, it'll only get worse.
心配いりませんよ、先輩。兄さん、この頃は優しいんですから。
No need to worry, Senpai. Nissan has been nice lately. When she says it with a smile like that, there's nothing for me to say. I say goodbye to her again and turn my back on Sakura. And that's about enough for this episode. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe and all that, and see you tomorrow.